Good day, my name is Alejandro Mendez. I'm a football video analyst, and today we're breaking down the Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. 90 minutes of tension, three crossbar strikes, two red hot squads right toe to toe, and one moments of genius from a Manchester United forward in the 90th minute that broke the Ecuadorian hearts and ended a 19th match unbeaten run in stunning fashion. Amad Diallo, 90 minutes, 1-0. This is how Ivory Coast broke Ecuador and why this result changes everything in Group E. Now, I want to break this down for everybody. First of all, we have Emerse Faye, okay? He's a 42-year-old, the youngest head coach, of one of the youngest head coach at this World Cup, and he took over Ivory Coast in the 2023 in extraordinary circumstances and led them to the Africa Cup of Nations in title in 2024. He has built a generational talent actually with a Diallo at Manchester United, Seka Fofana, Jan Diomande, Frank Kessié, and he installed a flexibility 4-4-2 that can shift between phases with remarkable ease. Now he's facing Sebastian Bacacheche, is a 44-year-old Argentine coach, former Racing Club and Defensa Justicia manager who turned Ecuador into one of the South America's most organized and physical sides. His Ecuador broke a 19th match unbeaten run in this match, their first loss in over a year. Mekacheche deployed a 4-4-2 mirror of Ivory Coast shape, but with Moises Caicedo as the engine in the middle. Now, the formations for both of them were 4-4-2. For Ivory Coast, he had Fofana in goal, back four with Singo, Agbadou, Gueladue, and Conan. Central midfield for Seka Fofana, Frank Kessié. Wide, we have Toure, Amadial on the left, and also the front three will have Wahi and Nicolas Pepe. Okay. Now, Galindes in goal, Preciado, William Pacho, Ordóñez, Hincapié, Caicedo, Alan Franco, and wide we have Minda, Angulo, Ener Valencia, and Gonzalo Plata. The midfield between Caicedo, Chelsea's 150 million euro defender, and Kessia and Fofana was always going to define this game. And for 88 minutes, Caicedo won it comfortably. Now, I want to take away, I want to give away the takeaways from this match. First of all, Ivory Coast's discipline under pressure was extraordinary. Three yellow cards by halftime, Fofana, Kessia, and Doué, all booked in the first 39 minutes of the game. Any lesser coached side falls apart after that. Faye made the crucial adjustment at halftime. He pulled Fofana and Doué deeper, making Ivory Coast's defensive shape more conservative and reducing the risk of a man being sent off. The post-halftime Ivory Coast were far more disciplined, only one yellow card in the entire second half, and yet became more dangerous going forward. That is exceptional in a game management from a 42-year-old coach. And also, Caicedo was the best player in the match and still finished on the losing side. That is crazy. Moises Caicedo hit the crossbar, made 17 tackles, the most of any player on the pitch, and covered more ground than any other midfielder. He committed two fouls in rapid successions in the 78th and 80 minutes, both times stopping dangerous Ivory Coast's counterattacks, and somehow wasn't shown a yellow card. Caicedo's performance showed exactly why Chelsea paid 150 million pounds. He's insane. He's one of the best footballers in the world. In football, individual excellence is not enough. Ecuador's like a clinical finisher. Their .52 expected goals, despite a 51.6% of the possession, tells the entire story. Also, Diallo. He's a game changer, and he's not their starter. That is crazy. This is the fascinating tactical point. Amad Diallo was not Ivory Coast's best player in this match. He was quiet for large stretches. Pepe and Wahi were both more involved, also Diomande. But Faye understands that Diallo's specific quality. He makes the right run at the right moment, and in the penalty area, with space to his left foot and his clinical, Diallo's goal was a textbook moment, drifting from wide left to the central area, arriving in the box at the exact moment that the cross came in. This is exactly how Manchester United used him, and Faye built a specific set piece and late game delivery moment for that exact scenario, and it actually worked. And finally, Ecuador's woodwork. It might be a curse, but it might haunt Bekacheche all tournament. Three times the crossbar or post was struck in this match, twice by Ecuador in the first half. In football, teams that hit the woodwork repeatedly without scoring are sending a message. The finishing quality is insufficient. Eder Valencia's Ecuador's all-time top scorer was quiet and was substituted in the 76th minute. Ecuador needed a clinical finisher to convert the chances their creativity and Caicedo's engine create. He needs to give more balls to a player that can actually finish those plays. Without that conversion rate, they would not survive in Group E with Germany awaiting for them. Now, Ivory Coast 1, Ecuador 0. Emerse wins the tactical battle. Bekacheche must answer hard questions about clinical finishing. In Group E, Germany led on goal difference and Ivory Coast second, Ecuador third, Curaçao fourth. But remember, they score against Germany. Everything is still to play for. I'm Alejandro Mendes. Don't miss the next breakdown. It's going to be the Sweden versus Tunisia. Please hit subscribe, comment below, and share. It will help me a lot. And I hope to see you in the next video.